Hey, Guy Cochran here, and we're gonna jump into the studio and try out a few things. Some of them may kind of surprise you. Right now what we're looking at is an on-camera light, and that is the Litepanels LP Micro. This is a little tiny light that runs off of 4 AA's. Now one of the things that I'm doing here is I'm cranking up the gain, and I've got the iris all the way open. So we're basically maximizing what the camera can pull off. We can go with more gain, but more gain equals more grain. So right now the picture's not going to look as clean as it possibly could with some of the other lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off the LP Micro so that you can get an idea as to what the background looks like without anything else. Alright, so what we have here is basically a blue background light lighting up this window, and I got a low pro light up here on a C-stand with a boom arm, and that's giving me this nice little glow around my hair and shoulders. Alright, so the next light that we're going to take a look at is one of the Litepanels minis. Let's go ahead and turn that on. So the Litepanel mini is about twice as much money, has a lot more LEDs on it, and this one's gelled with a tungsten CTO gel. Again, we're still at 9 dB, so this is kind of the look that you're going to get. What we're trying to figure out here is we need a solution for one of our customers that is trying to do some red carpet interviews. So right now, I've got this C-stand boom arm at 4 feet away. I've got a tape measure here on the ground. I'm exactly 4 feet away, so look at my arm. 4 feet away, this is what a Litepanels mini will do. I actually mounted 2 of these, so let's see what happens when we do 2. And again, this is full bore, so 9 dB a gain on a Sony FX1. This is a 3-chip camera with 3rd-inch CCDs. So, man, that's actually pretty shocking for what it is. So that's actually a pretty nice solution. 2 of these, we've got it mounted via a bracket 1 HD that allows us a second hot shoe mount, so we're able to hook up these 2 guys. So this isn't cheap. When you think about it, you've got 2 Litepanels minis with batteries, the whole kit. We're talking like $2,000. So it's not a cheap solution. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit some of the other solutions that I thought of for this customer. One is, let's try turning off one of these for a second. And I've got on a boom head overhead, I've got another Litepanels mini. So light falls off at the distance squared, so basically if we're able to cut the distance, so if we were 4 feet away, actually I'm more about 5 right now because this is the 4-foot mark. Now I've got this light at about 2 feet away, so it's coming down and it's giving me some nice overhead lights. So now I've got 2 lights on. Let me turn off one of the other ones. So that's kind of the look that we can get. And this isn't bad because I don't even have any room lights on right now. So if we were to turn on the house lights, which aren't very bright either. There we go. So that's a pretty decent look, and now we could even start to turn the gain down. So we're going to go to 3 dB a gain. This is what 3 dB a gain looks like. So we're going to have a cleaner image. 3 dB a gain. And the last light is going to be the most expensive light. This one is going to knock your socks off as to how much it costs, but it's called the ringlite mini. And this is something that you see in a lot of music videos. There's a bigger brother to it, the ringlite cinema. So this one is a big circle of LEDs, over 600 LEDs that mounts to the front of your camera, and you can actually turn on just the top, just the bottom, top and bottom, or the whole ring, or just the center, so a center strip. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off, and I'm going to put the gain all the way down to 0, and I'm going to turn on the ring light. So this is the ring light, and I'm going to step back to the 5-foot mark here. This is amazing. This is the ring light. You're able to see for what I've been looking at for this customer in particular, he's going to go shoot a fashion show, so there's interviews, red carpet interviews, whatever. So they're going to be wearing some nice threads. I'm not wearing anything too cool, but you could actually see that I didn't iron the shirt today. Dang. So you want to be able to see all the detail in the clothing, and I think that this light's going to probably be his best bet. If he doesn't want to do the combi boom arm thing where you can get the light closer, because he's going to be doing some run and gun, he's probably not going to want to have this big old boom arm that he has to pick up because he's a one-man band, no assistant. So I'm thinking, it just goes up. It goes from the LP micro to 1 mini to 2 minis to the ring light, and just there's an LED for every budget, and it starts out with the LP micro. You're going to have to turn on the gain, so you're going to get a little bit of grain, but here you can see that if we get the ring light cinema, we can get some great results. It really helps if you can get a backlight. So what I always try to do whenever I'm walking into a venue, if I know I'm going to shoot some interviews with an on-camera light, is I try to find myself a nice background light or a backlight so that I can get the hair and at least get that separation, because here's what it looks like if we turn that light off. With no backlight, you lose that whole edge. And of course it always helps if you have a cool background too. I've just got a little blue light on gel, but you can see how kind of boring it all seems to be without, if you notice, I'm looking up here at a monitor, but it all seems to kind of be drab without a nice background light. So, all right, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching.